all. On behalf of Sachidananda Jyoti Niketan International School, I, Harini UK of grade 11, welcome you all to celebrate this momentous day with us.
Today, along with Gandhi Jayanti, we also celebrate the birthday of our second Prime Minister, Lal Bahadur Shastri, and observe the death day of Karmaveerar Kamaraj.
Karmaveerar Kamaraj was the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. He was responsible for bringing great changes in education during his period. He launched midday meal scheme to attract poor children for coming to school. His free education policy for disadvantaged children made literacy to rise from 7% to 37%. He was lovingly called as Black Gandhi for his selfless service throughout his lifetime.
Lal Bahadur Shastri joined freedom struggle movement in 1920 along with Gandhiji. He was known for his famous slogan Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan during Indo-Pakistan War in 1965 to encourage soldiers and farmers for food grain shortage during that time. Shastri Ji is ever known for his honesty, integrity, humility and patience by the people of India.
As we have celebrated Gandhi Jayanti many years, I welcome you all to make this 152nd year of Gandhi Jayanti a refreshing one.
Vaishnava Janata Tenere Kariye Jai Peeda Parai Jane
You must be the change you wish to see in the world.
The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Greetings to everyone gathered here on the occasion of Gandhi Jayanti. I, Joshni of 12B, heartily welcome you to celebrate this momentous day along with us. Mahatma Gandhi was an important figure for all the Indians. In this world, when there is a development of nuclear weapons, the techniques of non-violence and slogans of Mahatma Gandhi become more important. Gandhi Jayanti is to celebrate, acknowledge the principles of Gandhi and non-violence. This day is also known as International Day of Non-Violence. He sacrificed his life to gain the freedom from the British rule. And he also said that there is no chance of changing the world if you are not accepting the change. He was an ardent believer in the philosophy, cleanliness is next to godliness. Let's all pay the tribute to our father of nation. Non-violence is the weapon of the strong. Once again, I welcome you all for this wonderful occasion. Thank you.
The day the power of love overrules the love of power, the world will know peace.
Happy Gandhi Jayanti everybody. This is Sarvesh K of 8B and I am going to read an excerpt from Gandhi's own autobiography, My Experiments with Truth. I stole a bit of gold out of my meat-eating brother's omelette. This brother had run into a debt of about 25 rupees. He had on his arm an omelette of solid gold. It was not difficult to clip a bit out of it. But this became more than I could bear. I resolved never to steal again. I also made up my mind to confess it to my father. But I did not dare to speak. Not that I was afraid of my father beating me. No, I do not recall his ever having beaten any of us. I was afraid of the pain that I should cause him. I decided at last to write out the confession, to submit it to my father and ask his forgiveness. I wrote it on a slip of paper and handed it to him myself. In this note, not only did I confess my guilt, but I also asked for adequate punishment for it and closed the request to him not to punish himself for any offense. I also pledged myself to never steal in the future. I was trembling as I handed the confession to my father. He was then suffering from a fistula and was confined to bed. His bed was plain wooden plank. I handed him the note and he sat opposite the plank. He read it through, and pearl drops trickled down his cheeks, wetting the paper. For a moment, he closed his eyes in thought and then tore up the note. He had sat up to read it. He again lay down. I also cried. I could see my father's agony. If I were a painter, I could draw a picture of the whole scene today. It is still so vivid in my mind. Those pearl drops of love cleansed my heart and washed my sins away. Only he who has experienced such love can know what it is. Gandhi Jayanti wishes to everybody, and thank you.
If we want to reach real peace in this world, we should start educating children.
India is the world's largest democracy, a land of snow peaks and tropical jungles. With over 20 official languages and 22,000 dialects, India is home to over 1 billion individuals of every race and culture known to humanity. This is the land where illiterate masses coexist with the world's top scientists and engineers, where high-tech cities thrive alongside countless villages, where both non-violence and bloodshed are everyday realities. India is an ageless civilization, the birthplace of 4 major world religions, over 12 different traditions of classical dance, over 85 political parties, and 300 ways of cooking the potato.
Mark Twain wrote, "India is the one land that all men desire to see." India has recorded the historical dates to at least 2500 to 2000 BC. India was a land of rich materials that attracted foreign conquerors and travelers. The Aryans, Central Asians, Mughals, Persians, Iranians, Arabs, Chinese, Portuguese, French, and British rule formally established in 1857, which changed India to the capitalist order designed for the benefits of the colonizers. The improvements in transport, communication, army were negated by the racist approach.
The massive pauperization and illiteracy, destruction of native agriculture and industries, and draining away of resources. And then came Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, the great son of the soil, who would liberate Mother India from the practice of slavery and restore her past glory. Indian struggle for freedom from British rule was based on the Gandhian principles of truth or satyagraha and non-violence or ahimsa.
Mahatma Gandhi was a strict follower of non-violence. Due to some reasons, he faced failure in the non-violence non-cooperation movement. So, he took a decision to halt the non-cooperation movement because he was strictly against the violence of any kind. And he was a staunch man who would never tolerate the tarnishing of his movement with any kind of violence. Mahatma Gandhi was a man who gave his whole life to the nation. No doubt, people refer to him as the father of the nation. His empathy for the poor, oppressed is absolutely unparalleled. This great man continues to command respect not only in India but all over the world.
Swaraj and Swadeshi parliamentary democracy, secularism and religious and cultural freedom. Based on Gandhian principle of a truth or a satyagraha, a non-violence or ahimsa Swaraj and Swadeshi parliamentary democracy and broke our economy, secularism and religious cultural freedom. Mahatma Gandhi was the shining spirit of India, leading an inspiring galaxy of leaders from a religion and a folk of life. Freedom was won at last by the blood sacrifice of thousands of freedom fighters led by father of the nation Mahatma Gandhi.
Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi remains a mystery as always. He was a barrister in law, but he wore dhoti instead of suit and tie. He could have lived in a bungalow, but he chose the humble ashram. He spoke a finest English, but he wrote a book, Hind Swaraj, in his own mother tongue, Gujarati. He was rooted in a great religion of Hindu, but he understood the spiritual of Quran and Bible. If Albert Einstein declared the generation to come, he would not believe that such a man walked the earth. Rabindranath Tagore saluted him as the Mahatma or the great Sir.
In my view, Gandhi thought self-reliance one has to stand on own legs. Where do we stand? India has succeeded gloriously in keeping alive on cosmopolitan unity and diversity India's secular democratic and federal multi-party system has been its greatest success story. There has been a massive expansion in almost all sectors and with a fast growth rate. India stands to play a major role in world economy. On the other hand, the greatest danger to India's unity is posed by economic disparity and by communal and culturally homogeneous factors. And also the poorest millions have little ability to hold their rulers accountable. Accordingly, Mahatma Gandhi is revered the world over because he is rooted in Indian tradition and culture, and at the same time he was the world citizen. India has the largest youth population, still remembered the great culture and traditions can be combined the best of East and West.
The great Chola Mahatma had lived a life which is a message to all and paved a path to be followed by the people who want to choose peace and non-violence as their way.
Strength does not come from physical capacity. It comes from an indomitable will.
Hello everyone. It's with great pride and honor I would like to say a few words about the father of our nation, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was born on 2nd October 1869 in Porbandar, Gujarat. His father, Karamchand Gandhi, was the chief minister. His mother was Putli Bhai. Mohandas was raised in a very religious background from the beginning. He was taught the values of self-discipline and non-violence. At the age of 19, he left his house to study law in London. In the year 1891, he was asked to represent an Indian firm in South Africa. Gandhi spent almost 20 years of his life in South Africa with his wife Kasturibai and his children. Since he was an Indian immigrant, he faced a lot of problems and discrimination. Once, it so happened that he was traveling by the train where he was asked to give up his first-class seat to a European traveler. But when he refused, he was beaten up and thrown out of the train by a white driver.
This incident was the turning point of his life that made him think how Indians are abused by the British. He started teaching everyone passive resistance, and in July 1914, Gandhi returned to India to get India its independence. Finally, in 1947, British gave India its independence but divided the country into two colonies, India and Pakistan. Gandhi was against the partition. On January 13, 1948, Gandhi was on his way back from an evening prayer in New Delhi, where he was shot dead by Nathuram Godse. He was an Hindu fanatic who was furious about the fact that Gandhi was against the partition and was negotiating on cancelling it. I want to conclude by saying that Mahatma Gandhi's life is an open book where you can learn how to approach life and the importance of non-violence. Thank you.
The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong.
Live as if you are to die tomorrow. Learn as if you are to live forever. Greetings to all. I am Jitinbo GS of Grade 12. It's my privilege to propose the vote of thanks for the 152nd Gandhi Jayanti celebration. I would like to extend my profound gratitude to our chairman Sri K. Ramasamy sir and secretary Dr. Kavidasan sir. I would also express my thanks to our academic advisor Dr. V. Ganeshan sir, Principal Dr. R. Maheshwari ma'am, Vice Principal Dr. S. Shaktivel sir. I would like to congratulate the students who took part in the various activities for their sincere efforts. I would express my wholehearted thanks to all the teachers and students in making this event a success. Once again, I would like to thank all those people who were on and off the screen as part of the celebration. Thank you.
If you are right and you know it, speak your mind. Even if you are a minority of one, the truth is still the truth.
Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram Patita Pavan Sitaram Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram Patita Pavan Sitaram रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम 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 भज प्यारे तू सीताराम